Good evening, all. It is going, right? Yes.
I don't know yet.
Good evening and welcome to my second live from home show of 2022. We've almost reached 2 years of doing this now. Who would have ever thought? Anyway, I decided, even though it's not Valentine's Day, because Valentine's Day is next Monday and I don't do shows on Monday, that I would do a love song show for you tonight in honor of Valentine's Day. This is a song from True Compass, a song called The Storm. There's a storm that cuts across Superior, and it's a storm that weathers through time, and it breaks all boundaries and borders, and it batters a shifting shoreline, and the waves compounding like a heartbeat, with a rhythm that keeps its own time. What I've learned from the pull of the tide is that the storms keep the waters in line. Oh, why would we dive into deep waters? Why would we risk life and limb, if not to experience euphoria, and if not to dive right in? And isn't love the same as a storm line? Don't we throw ourselves into that sea with the hope that the rescue will always be there for you and for me? And there's a dark, dark cloud on the horizon, and it boils up to the sky, and it holds the sea in its strong arms, and it rains it down with a cry. And I wonder why few seem to notice as the pressure continues to rise, that love is the truest barometer, and the absence of love our demise. Oh, so I offer you my warmest, and I take you out of the wind, and I hold you until you stop shaking, and I warm you without and within. And the storms are a constant reminder that nothing in life holds still. It's an endless battle of highs and lows. It's a never-ending battle of will. And there's a dark, dark cloud on the horizon, and it boils up to the sky, and it holds the sea in its strong arms, and it rains it down with a cry. And I wonder why few seem to notice as the pressure continues to rise, that love is the truest barometer, and the absence of love our demise. Oh, 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 oh. So I treasure every season, be it winter, fall, summer, or spring. And I know the heat of the storm front, and I feel the cleansing shelter from the lightning. You can stoke the fire against the cold. But to run away from a darkening sky is to never let love take hold. And there's a dark, dark cloud on the horizon, and it boils up to the sky, and it holds the sea in its strong arms, and it rains it down with a cry. And I wonder why few seem to notice that the pressure continues to rise. That love is the truest barometer, and the absence of love our demise. Oh, 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 Thank you, and welcome again.
I told everybody that I shared a picture of you in your jeans and boots on Facebook if they want to see what my view is.
And of course, my darling wife is with me tonight, Lauren, and she's saying things about sharing a picture of me on Facebook because I'm wearing her favorite clothes. So, thank you so much for joining me tonight. That, of course, was The Storm. One of my favorite songs, actually, because it's references, and it's from this CD. I'm covering most of the CDs. So that song is from, Reflection is terrible, I know. It's from True Compass. But it references Lake Superior. There's a storm that cuts across Superior. Because Lake Superior is my lake. It's where my soul is. I am a water person. I am a Pisces. I love water. I've always lived by water except the first 7 years of my life when we were in Iowa. I mean, there's water in Iowa, but there aren't any substantial lakes in Iowa. But everywhere else I've lived has been within close proximity to water. So that's where the storm comes from. This next song is from my latest CD, Stone by Stone. It is this title cut. And as I've said many times, it's an autobiographical look at love through the lens of time. I marvel at the fact people that I know who have been together for a very long time. For instance, my dear friends Mylan and Steve, who are here tonight, this will be their 40th Valentine's together. And that to me is remarkable. Some people get it right early on. Some of us have to journey for a while until they find that one. And I have found that one. But this talks about 3 very significant relationships in my life. I had a life, it seemed so beautiful. I had a home, it was quite large. There were 2 horses and a studio, a great big fireplace, and I built the barn. 7 acres in the country. In 93, my mother died. For 7 years, somewhat numbly, we walked the pasture, stride by stride. It is amazing that life continues, and stone by stone we move along. I have a new life, it too is beautiful, and I keep the old inside my songs. I had a life, I lived in Madison, I had a home, and it was small, but it was cozy. It had a lot of sun, and I raked the leaves come every fall. For 10 good years it felt like home, until our lost love left me cold. I shoveled snow and did it all alone, and I kept my chin up, both brave and bold. It is amazing that life continues, and stone by stone we move along. I have a new life, it too is beautiful, and I keep the old inside my songs. I have a life near the ocean. I've traveled far for another shot, and I have children and great commotion, and a wife. Who would have thought? In all my years and all these miles and all the shoes that I have worn, there is renewal. Once in a while we die a little to be reborn. It is amazing how life continues, and stone by stone we move along. I have a new life, it too is beautiful, and I keep the old inside my songs. Thank you. You're all smiley tonight.
I'm not even drinking.
No. Just on a natural high. So that is from Stone by Stone. This one is as well. The thing about love and relationships is that no matter how many relationships you have been in, they are all worth it, I think. They're all lessons to be learned in our relationships. Steps upon our path, stepping stones on our paths. I mean, I don't regret anything I have done, anyone I have been with, because it has gotten me to where I am today. And I don't think that when a relationship ends, that love does. I think love is forever, and that is what we always strive for. The physical, the mental, the emotional might not work out, but the love always remains. And of course, one of the best lessons in love is the lesson of forgiveness. Now, this song goes out to Carol Hepburn, who requested this last time, but her request came in too late, and it fits into this category beautifully. So here you go, Carol. Watched you walk away, and I watched us fall apart, and I wondered how I'd get through it, and how I'd ever regain my heart. But the sun still shines, and the rain still falls, and the moon comes out, and the birds still call, and forgiveness is a powerful thing. I can still hear those words and sense the pain in my heart, but I don't lie awake any longer, wondering how it all came apart. 'Cause the sun still shines and the rain still falls and the moon comes out and the birds still call, and forgiveness is a powerful thing. And I wish you the best, I wish you so well, and I hope you never ever have to go through that hell. But the beautiful thing is that hell isn't real. It's when you're caught between the prayer and the wheel. And because I let you go, my stilled heart started anew. And because I didn't let my sorrow linger, I found a whole new world and a love so true. But the sun still shines and the rain still falls and the moon comes out and the birds still call, and forgiveness is a powerful thing. And I wish you the best, I wish you so well, and I hope you never ever have to go through that hell. But the beautiful thing is that hell isn't real. It's when you're caught between the prayer and the wheel. The sun still shines and the rain still falls and the moon comes out and the birds still call, and forgiveness is a powerful thing. Thank you. Those last two songs, of course, were from Stone by Stone, my 2020 release. What?
Savannah Jean, this song speaks to the recent loss of my son.
Oh, Savannah Jean, I'm so sorry. I did not know that. Prayers and love go out to you, Savannah Jean. Well, now we're going back a ways. Oh, there's a train.
The train is taken.
I guess I should have done the train song. This song is from Anytime, Anywhere, which was released in 2005. So it goes back a ways. And this was a request, because this is not a song I may have done this once. You know, I have every set list of every live stream show I've done. Someday I'm gonna paper my room with them, or there you go. Anyway, this was requested by Linda Smith, who I'm pretty sure is here this evening. Gotta get it in tune. Yeah. yeah. This is a love song. This is about love when your eye wanders. I kissed you once, and I kissed you twice. But then again, oh God, I'm in trouble. I touched you once, and I touched you twice. But then again, oh God, I'm in trouble. I saw you walk right by me, had to hold myself down, had to hold myself in, I had to hold on to something for dear life. I caught your eye wandering, had to sit myself down, had to take a deep breath, I had to hold on to something for dear life. So I smiled once, and I smiled twice, and then again, oh God, I'm in trouble. Said hello to you once, said hello to you twice. And then again, oh God, I'm in trouble. I heard you talking to someone, had to try not to listen, had to try not to breathe, I had to hold on to something for dear life. Thought you might have said something to me, had to feign not to hear, I had to turn a deaf ear, I had to hold on to something for dear life. It wasn't safe and it wasn't clear. I wasn't free, oh God, I'm in trouble. But it seemed so good and it seemed so right. Well, it seemed so clear, oh God, I'm in trouble. I took a big chance on love. I couldn't hold myself down, I couldn't hold myself in, I couldn't hold on to anything but dear life. I stepped right into the void, I took one giant leap. Mother May, I cried, I had to let go of everything for dear life. And now you sit beside me and I don't hold myself down, I don't hold myself in, 'cause I can hold on to you for dear life. 'Cause I kissed you once, I kissed you twice, and then again, oh God, I'm in trouble. Oh, thank you. That is fun. That is fun to do.
Not in real life.
Lori just said not in real life. Right. Those days are long gone. Yeah, so this next song is for Kathy and Chris, because it's a song they requested for the last show, but I heard it as a different song. I thought they requested I Choose You. I don't know how that happened. And they're so sweet because they wrote after and said, thank you for doing I Choose You for us, but that's not the song we requested. But they loved it anyway. So tonight I'm doing the song they requested, which is a song called To Find Our Love, that is recorded on The Horizon. Now this song I actually wrote in the mid-70s. It's a very, very old song. And I recorded it, and it was to go on the second album that never was released. The album I did for United Artists Records. United Artists decided to close their record division right before my album was to be released, so the album never came out. I own the masters. I have it somewhere, but I have it just in tapes that if I don't convert soon, will soon be dust. Because I thought at some point I could put out the lost album, like they call it. But anyway, what I used to do in the 70s, I was a recording engineer in Los Angeles, and mostly I worked at this small studio in LA. And what I used to do is I'd bring charts into the studio, and I would trade time with the producer. If I would knock off a few hours if I could record a song with the band at the end of the night. And I never told the studio owners, who have now since passed, unfortunately. But it didn't matter. I was bringing in clients. And so, I'd do a session, and then I say, hey, can we do one song? And we record a song, and then I'd discount a few hours. And this song was like a rock ballad. It was like this sweet little love song with big drums and bass and screaming lead guitar solo. And then I forgot about the song. I completely forgot about the song. Until my younger brother, Scott, asked me to sing this at his daughter Danielle's wedding. Because Scott is the wedding planner. And he planned their entire wedding. And it was fabulous. It was a destination wedding. It was in Cancun. And everybody had a fabulous time. And he asked me to do this song. And I said, well, I can't even remember it, Scott. I'll see if I can find a tape somewhere. And I did manage to find the tape. And I listened to the song. And I said, yeah, I'll do it. Because I know that they all wanted it. But I said, but there's one line in the song that I just do not like. It's something I would never, at this point in my writing, would never have written. So can I change it? And he said, no. That turned out to be his favorite line in the whole song. In the morning when I wake, at the moment of daybreak, I thank the very sun that I am alive. I turn over, find you there, with your just awaking stare, and I thank my very soul that I am alive. And when I turn to hold you near, my feelings become clear, though it's hard sometimes to try to look beyond myself. The rewards become so grand as the years unfold the plan, and I've only now begun to find our love. In the evening when I'm tired and I sit before the fire, and I look on what I've done and yearn to do, it's so wonderful to see you sitting next to me, sharing all the life that we go through. And when I turn to hold you near, my feelings become clear, though it's hard sometimes to try to look beyond myself. The rewards become so grand as the years unfold the plan, and I've only now begun to find our love. When I turn to hold you near, my feelings become clear, though it's hard sometimes to try to look beyond myself. The rewards become so grand as the years unfold the plan, and I've only now begun to find our love. That's for you, Kathy and Chris. I hope I got it right this time. Well, before I go on, it is time for my public service announcement. Before I lose some of you, I just want you to remind you again and again and again, I'm sorry, that this is still how I am making my living. I did have one show this month. I had a wonderful show with Lynn Hollyfield up in Baltimore. We had about 30 people, which for pandemic was pretty good. Everybody had to show their vaccination card and had to wear masks the whole time. And we had a great time. And I did one show in January. Otherwise, I don't have any live shows until April. And then I will be heading out Wilmington, Delaware, North Carolina, then the Midwest. And I'm really looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I still have to make a living, and this is what I do. And there is no obligation to donate to my CD. To my CD. That comes later. To my show. But I appreciate every donation you send me because it does help me pay my bills, as you know. If you want to donate, you can donate to tretfure.com/concerts. On that page, there is a link where you can pay $15 or $20 ticket if you want. You can also go to PayPal me/Tret Fure and donate any amount and just bypass the website and just go straight to PayPal. Or you can go to Venmo. Tret-Fure is my Venmo. If you're interested, I also have a Patreon account, and believe me, that saves my life every month, and I am so grateful for all the patrons. I try to send special stuff to my patrons, stay in touch with them as much as I can, but mostly I'm so grateful for the gifts that you give. And of course, the other thing is my store page is tretfure.com/links. Well, you just go to my front page, tretfure.com, and click on the store link, and that'll take you right to my page. I have something up there special right now. As you know, there are no more t-shirts and there's no more jewelry. It's mostly just CDs and I should have brought it up, one of Lauren's beautiful art quilts, stone by stone cover. It's a gorgeous, it's on my store page. You can see it there. And that is for sale. There are very few of those left. And the other thing I'm doing in honor of Valentine's is this is a little love song compilation that I put together a while ago. I gave it to as a gift to some donors. It has Riverbank, Everyone to Me, Alone with You, True Compass, The Storm, The Wedding Song, Hold Me to Your Heart, Every Day, Bluebird. I think I left Every Day off the website. What else? Oh, Dreamtime. And one I can't quite read because I use a stupid font. I Choose You. And then You Are. So this is available. It's a MP3 burn from my computer. So they're available for $12. There's a limited amount of these. Although that's funny because I can make more on my computer. But right now I have a limited edition. And it's a lovely little Valentine's gift. I know that if you have a CD player, of course. Those of you who don't, you can create your own list, I know. But anyway, that's also available. And one last thing I wanted to share with you. This month in the Outlife 757 magazine, which is the Coastal Virginia's LGBTQ lifestyle magazine, look who's on the cover. These are some women from the 757 area code. And here are the talented women of Hampton Roads music scene. So there's little articles on all of us, and it's awesome. It's awesome to be featured in a nice slick magazine like this, don't you think? So that's all the news. That's the PSA, and Lauren has put everything in the chat, and I also had put it at the very top of the chat as well. So thank you. And if you can't donate, I completely understand. It's not an obligation. But it's something that I completely appreciate. This next song was also a request from my good friend Katie Light, and and I want to send this out to Katie, especially because this is been a really hard time. Katie is one of my friends and students at boot camp on Whidbey Island, and we lost 2 of our campers since Christmas. 2 of my longest members of boot camp. This will be our 11th year. Joni Waddles and Julie Haddon, who just passed away last week. I know we're getting to that age, but it was really, really hard to lose 2 really close friends and colleagues of all of us that are part of boot camp. Heather, I know you're here too, and I know how hard this is for all of us. We're going to have some kind of a memorial service when we gather this next summer. But I know it's hit us all hard, and I know it's hit you hard, Katie. So I want to do this song for you because I know that you'll be rocking through your house, tossing your hair around when I do this song. This is from Back Home, my 2001 CD. It was the first solo CD after doing 3 CDs with Chris. And this was a song that I wrote for Chris. Because, it was a really tough time for both of us. I mean, I left a 20-year relationship. I left my home. I left my relationship, my musical and life partner. I lost my agent. I lost the tour. I basically started over. Again, many lessons to be learned. But I felt really guilty because I left Chris. I had mostly done everything in the relationship. A lot of stuff, not everything, but I took care of all the business. I took care of the household, and so that Chris could dream. In fact, she wrote a song called You Drive, I Dream. And so when I left, there were a lot of things that she had to relearn how to do, and that's not easy. And I felt bad, and I don't feel bad anymore because she's in a good place. We both are. But this was a song I wrote for her at that time. It's called Morning Bird. Huddle deep beneath the blankets, hunker down against the cold. No one there to keep you warm, no one there to hold. She's calling out a name at night, hoping to be heard. Far across the lonely miles sings a morning bird. There's a candle lit forever in the smallest, darkest room, burning strong against a cross, against a heady gloom. And a place is set forever at the table of the soul. You can see it through the window, you can feel it through the cold. When the darkness falls upon you and the shame is to bear, when the heart is beating bitter and the cold is everywhere, just bite into the stars at night and bolt into the day, and remember that the moonlight is just sunlight anyway. Driving into town one night, driving to the wow, she practiced smiling in the dark. She'd forgotten how, and it felt so foreign at the time. But time does move us still, and though it seems impossible, you will your will to will. When the darkness falls upon you and the pain is to bear, when the heart is beating brittle and the cold is everywhere, just bite into the stars at night and bolt into the day, and remember that the moonlight is just sunlight anyway. Out upon the road, struck down on your own, no one there for company, no one left to phone. Then calling out a name at night, hoping to be heard. Far across the lonely miles sings a morning bird. When the darkness falls upon you and the pain is too to bear, when the heart is bleeding bitter and the cold is everywhere, just bite into the stars at night and fold into the day, and remember that the moonlight is just sunlight anyway. Yes, remember that the moonlight is just sunlight anyway. Far across the lonely miles sings a morning bird. Thank you. That's a stretch.
She's very happy.
Oh, you made it. Good. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Oh no, she's been commenting the whole time.
Okay, good. She didn't know if she'd make it till later, so I'm glad you're here, Katie. So, in continuing, this next song is a new song, fairly new. Many of you have already heard this song. And in fact, it's getting played right now for the month of February on the folk DJ stations. And, I also want to mention that my song, Louder Than the Guns, was placed number 8 on the folk DJ charts for January, which is pretty remarkable considering I don't have a new CD out. It's just a one-cut song. So that is fabulous, which makes me realize that I'm going to have to start thinking about another CD. And when I do, you'll be hearing from me. I'll probably start the fundraising process maybe later in the year. I would love to have something new sometime next year. I have several songs already. I need to write some more, but I've been very inspired lately to write. And this is one of my favorite. Now, Anne, if you're here, or Leslie, you'll notice that I'm playing it on 6 and 8 instead of 5 and 7. So don't get confused. I found it to be a little low. So I raised the key just a half a step. Peanut butter toast. Oh, also I wanted to mention one more thing before I do this. This weekend, I have a feature mini concert on Folk Music Notebook. You can go to the website folkmusicnotebook.com. I will post it on my Facebook page tomorrow. The audio version will be streaming, I think, tomorrow. And then I did a video. It's 3 love songs because it's for Valentine's. There's a video that's going to be showing several times over the weekend. And I'm telling you this because I'd love for you to watch it for one thing, but also one of the songs I recorded was Peanut Butter Toast. And then I pulled that off of that and I made a video with some different kinds of images about coffee and toast and things like that. And that'll be up on my YouTube channel by this weekend, or by next week, I should say. Now I'll stop talking. Well, the side door opens and you walk inside. I say, hey, baby, what you doing? You've been in so many meetings that you're bleary-eyed. I say, hey, baby, how you doing? It's cold out there, won't you come to me? I'll hold you till you're warm in the center. I'll hold you all through the winter. It's been the longest year that has ever come. 2 now. I say, hey, baby, don't you think it? 12 months and counting and we're still not done. I say, hey, baby, don't you think it? I went down to the corner just to get away. But I ran right back to your embrace. I had to see that smile on your face. So give me a little of your coffee. Give me a little of your time. Make me some toast in the morning. Put a little peanut butter on one side. And I'll give you a little of my love. And I'll give you even more of my heart. Make sure that you write me a letter when we next find ourselves apart. 'Cause I don't ever, 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 ever want to lose your love. Well, how about we go down to the sushi bar? I say, hey baby, wanna do it? Put on a sweater and get in the car. I say, hey baby, wanna do it? Well, we can sit at the counter where there's no one else and have a little bit of private conversation, the closest thing to a vacation. So give me a little of your coffee, give me a little of your time. Make me some toast in the morning, put a little peanut butter on one side, and I'll give you a little of my love, and I'll give you even more of my heart. Make sure that you write me a letter when we next find ourselves apart. 'Cause I don't ever want to lose your love. Well, every day feels the same, even though every day is new. You and I are the lucky ones. You've got me and I've got you. Well, pretty soon we'll be swimming in the deep blue sea. I say, hey baby, can you feel it? Take off your mask and jump in with me. I say, hey baby, can you feel it? We'll remember those days, we'll remember these nights, because we never really want to forget. It's brought us closer together, you bet. So give me a little of your coffee, give me a little of your time. Make me some toast in the morning, put a little peanut butter on one side, and I'll give you a little of my love, and I'll give you even more of my heart. Make sure that you write me a letter when we next find ourselves apart. 'Cause I don't ever want to lose your love. No, I don't ever want to lose your love. Thank you. My wife walked up here with a piece of peanut butter toast about an hour or so ago. But it wasn't for me, no. It was for her. I want to give a shout out to Marlene and Amy. This is also their Valentine's Day is their anniversary. They've been together, I forget how many, sorry Marlene, but many years, so congratulations. All of us who have found our one, bless us all. This is from Roses in November. Well, life has not been easy. There's so much pressing on you. Between the kids and me, you're stretched thin. But far beyond that sadness and all that frustration lies a beauty that we share from deep within. You get up each morning, you're off to work each day, and I try to make it easy as you go. But I'm not always here, and you're on your own and lonely, and the kids aren't often close enough to hold you. But we love you with all our hearts, we love you with all our souls. We love you with every bit of who we are, 'cause you're amazing, you're amazing, you are. We just want you to know that we're not always there to tell you that you hold us all together with your glue. binds us like nothing that we have ever known. It's supple, it stretches, it's true. And we love you with all our hearts, we love you with all our souls, we love you with every bit of who we are. 'Cause you're amazing, you're amazing, you are. Thank you. Aww. Well, we're approaching the end. Of course, as I said, was from Roses in November. And this last song I'm going to do for you is from Rembrandt Afternoon. So I pretty much covered everything but Piece of the Sky and My Shoes. But this is from Rembrandt. This is, again, is one of my favorite songs as well. So thank you all so much for spending this time with me. I want to mention that my next show will be on March 3rd. That's 3 weeks from tonight. I believe it's 3 weeks, yeah. And I think I'm going to do a show about my mother and father. It'll be the parent show. Songs from my mother and father.
Also, it's right before your birthday, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's right before my birthday, so. And there'll be lots of I know there were no photos really tonight, except for the magazine cover and some CD covers. But there'll be lots of photos in the next show, I'm sure. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a birthday show, but last year my birthday fell on that particular Thursday. This year it does not. It falls on a Friday, and it would only be 2 weeks. So we'll all say happy birthday to each other as we do anyway. But anyway, thank you so much. I hope you will attend my next show. I'll be putting up my preview video soon. And I will be putting up the information later tonight for the mini concert this weekend with Folk Music Notebook. Ron Olesko is a fantastic DJ and also producer who supports music in such a beautiful way. And this is something that he's doing as part of his folk show. Sun setting neath the clouds, and as the day turns softly into evening, I want to sing my love to you out loud. So if you follow me to the riverbank, we can float on out to the sea. And if you promise to travel the world with me, I will promise you love eternally. There's a silver moon upon the slipstream. There's a shimmer of stars across the sky. And as the heavens turn from indigo to velvet, I want to sing my love out as cry. So if you follow me to the riverbank, we can float on out to the sea. And if you promise to travel the world with me, I will promise you love eternally. Ooh, we'll float upon the water skate when winter calls. As long as we're together, summer, winter, spring, and fall. There's a salty spray of summer oceans, and the peppers to lean against the pane. As the seasons dissolve one to another, I want to sing my love to you again. So if you follow me to the riverbank, we can float on out to the sea. And if you promise to travel the world with me, I will promise you love eternally. So if you follow me to the riverbank, we can float on out to the sea. And if you promise to travel the world with me, I will promise you love eternally. And if you promise to travel the world with me, I will promise you love eternally. Thank you so very much. I thought, oh, yes. Hang on one second before you go. Before we go, Lauren would like to say Happy Valentine's Day if she can get around my microphone. Don't knock it over.
Push the boobs.
Squish the boobs.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And remember to keep Valentine's Day in your heart, and don't forget to love yourself.
Exactly. Thank you. Good night. I will see you in 3 weeks. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Love you all.